Welcome back to Explain the Charts, your ultimate resource for clear and concise market insights. Today, we're putting Intel Corporation, ticker symbol Intel, under the microscope, providing an in-depth analysis on this dynamic stock as of September 25, 2025. Intel has been a significant mover in the past few weeks, driven by a flurry of news and strategic developments. We'll thoroughly examine how these external factors have manifested on the daily and 15-minute candlestick charts. Our goal is to help you understand the current trends, identify key price levels, and equip you with the knowledge to make informed trading decisions for Intel. Let's start with the most recent and impactful news. Just yesterday, September 24th, Intel closed with an astounding gain of 6.26%, reaching $31.22 per share. This monumental single-day rally, clearly visible as a large green candle on your screen, was ignited by two major catalysts. First, reports emerged that Intel is in early-stage investment talks with none other than Apple, a development that has sent ripples of optimism through the semiconductor industry. Second, positive signals from Micron Technology's latest earnings report significantly bolstered confidence in Intel's core markets. Micron CEO upgraded growth forecasts for traditional servers and, more critically, for the PC market, where Intel holds a dominant 76% share. The improved outlook for PCs, attributed to the impending Windows 10 end-of-life and the accelerating adoption of AI PCs, is a direct and powerful tailwind for Intel's future revenue streams. This combination of a potential high-profile partnership and favorable market conditions created a powerful and immediate bullish momentum that reshaped market expectations. Before this latest surge, Intel had already begun a strategic pivot earlier in September, aiming for greater efficiency. On September 15th, the stock saw a notable rise following the announcement of a significant cost-cutting initiative and the sale of a majority stake in its Altera business to Silver Lake for $3.3 billion. This strategic divestiture, intended to streamline operations and improve financial discipline, was met with investor approval, as seen in the positive price action on the chart around that date, indicating growing underlying momentum. However, the past few weeks haven't been without volatility, and it's crucial to acknowledge the market's previous reactions. Observe the candle on September 18th, while it recorded a high of $32.377, matching the current 52-week high. The stock experienced a sharp downturn, closing significantly lower with high volume, indicating strong selling pressure. This rejection at the $32.377 level suggests a robust overhead resistance, where early profit takers or new short positions entered the market, possibly influenced by the NVIDIA investment news and analyst commentary reported around that time. The subsequent days saw consolidation and a slight dip, setting the stage for the dramatic rebound witnessed yesterday. To fully appreciate the recent strength and recovery, it's essential to understand Intel's challenging journey through the summer of 2025. Following its Q2 earnings report on July 24th, which revealed flat revenue year-over-year and substantial GAAP losses due to massive restructuring and impairment charges, the stock took a significant hit. The daily chart clearly illustrates this challenging period, with a sharp decline in late July and early August, driving the price down towards its 52-week low of $17.665, which was actually touched on April 8th. However, Intel found critical support through strategic capital injections. On July 8th, a massive $8.9 billion investment from the U.S. government, acquiring shares at $20.47, provided a crucial lifeline and a strong signal of national strategic support for domestic semiconductor manufacturing. This was then followed by a $2 billion strategic investment from SoftBank Group in August, acquiring shares at $23, further reinforcing investor confidence and helping the stock build a solid base for its eventual recovery. These substantial institutional and governmental commitments at specific price points now act as significant underlying support levels, validating Intel's long-term potential despite short-term struggles. Let's shift our focus to the 15-minute chart to observe the rapid, real-time dynamics of yesterday's remarkable rally on September 24th. As the trading day commenced around 8 o'clock Universal Time Coordinated, the stock hovered in the mid-$29 range, showing initial stability before the influx of news. However, around 13:30 Universal Time Coordinated, a powerful green candle with exceptionally high volume erupted, propelling the price from approximately $29.38 up to $30.595 in just 15 minutes. This dramatic, almost vertical move confirms the market's immediate and enthusiastic reaction to the news regarding Apple's potential investment and Micron's positive industry outlook. The subsequent 15-minute candles show sustained buying pressure, pushing Intel further upwards throughout the day, eventually closing strong at $31.22. This granular perspective clearly depicts the aggressive accumulation and the bullish conviction that quickly drove the stock's performance to recent highs. For an even more precise look at the exact moment this rally took off, we'll zoom into the 15-minute chart focusing on the 1315 to 1600 hours Universal Time Coordinated window on September 24th. Observe the pivotal candle from 1330 to 1345 Universal Time Coordinated. Here, the price exploded, gaining over 4% in a mere quarter hour. This is a textbook example of a price breakout driven by fresh, impactful news, where buyers stepped in with overwhelming force, quickly reevaluating Intel's immediate prospects. Such concentrated buying activity on extremely high volume unequivocally signals a significant shift in market perception. Following this initial explosion, while the ascent wasn't as steep, the price continued to consolidate and trend higher, indicating strong underlying demand and a continued bullish sentiment throughout the afternoon. Now, let's consolidate our analysis into actionable insights and outlook for Intel, keeping in mind the current price around $31.22. Immediate and critical resistance lies at its 52-week high of $32.377, a level tested and rejected with significant volume on September 18th. Successfully breaking and, crucially, holding above $32.377 is paramount for a sustained bullish continuation and could signal a new upward trend, potentially reinforced by further positive news from Apple or the success of the Panther Lake CPU launch. Conversely, if the stock fails to overcome this resistance, we might anticipate a period of profit-taking or consolidation back towards lower levels. Immediate short-term support is likely around the $29.50 to $30 zone, a psychological barrier and a level where buying interest has frequently emerged recently. A more robust midterm support is clearly established by the SoftBank investment at $23 and the government investment at $20.47. These are strong institutional benchmarks to watch in case of a deeper correction. The long-term floor, the 52-week low of $17.665, should hold unless there's a fundamental deterioration in Intel's strategic path or the broader tech market. Considering the strong recent catalysts and ongoing strategic improvements, a continued bullish trend for Intel appears moderately likely in the short to mid-term, perhaps with a 65% probability. Although significant volatility can be expected. Conditions that would strongly reinforce this bullish outlook include further definitive positive updates on the Apple investment talks, successful deployment and market reception of the Panther Lake CPU in Q4 2025, and sustained positive sentiment in the broader semiconductor and AI markets. Conversely, any negative developments regarding the Apple negotiations, unexpected setbacks in manufacturing processes, or a general market downturn could easily trigger profit-taking and a retest of lower support levels. Traders should keep a vigilant eye on trading volume. Consistently high volume during upward moves confirms strong conviction and healthy price action, while significant volume accompanying downward pressure might signal a more substantial reversal. Upcoming investor conferences for both Intel and Mobileye, along with the impending Q3 earnings reports, will also be critical events that could introduce further volatility and redefine the stock's trajectory. Always remember to perform your own thorough research and consider employing appropriate risk management strategies, such as stop losses, particularly around these key price levels. In conclusion, Intel, INTC, stands at a pivotal juncture, having staged a remarkable recovery driven by a confluence of strategic news and renewed market confidence. The stock is now challenging significant overhead resistance, and its ability to definitively overcome this level will be a crucial determinant of its near-term price action. Thank you for joining Explain the Charts for this detailed and data-driven analysis. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more essential market insights and chart breakdowns.